Okay, hello everyone. We have our Emet CEO, Rabbi Rutenberg here. Rabbi, Rosh Hashanah is coming up. I think everybody wants shalom, everyone wants peace. It always seems to be very elusive from us. I've heard many times you give a mashal, an example, a metaphor of peace from the Torah. You want to tell us about it?
Thank you for asking. First of all, wishing everyone a Shana Tova. So the Talmud tells us a very interesting thing. It says that there's three metaphors for peace: a river, a kettle, and a bird. And there's many explanations to try to understand this. But there's one that really resonates with me, which is that a river is obviously peaceful. It flows, people like to live near a river. But if I take you to a home and you see everyone getting along in that home, it's not necessarily a peaceful home. Because it could be peaceful because nobody's allowed to have their own opinion. It could be peaceful because there's no individuality. And the metaphor of the bird actually is each bird has its own wings. Each bird has its own sense of individuality, and yet they have a sense of a collective sense of flying together as a flock. So there's a combination of individuality and community. But the kettle takes the cake. Because the kettle, what does a kettle do? A kettle takes fire and it boils water. And in nature, fire and water can never coexist. But a kettle takes fire, boils water without the water putting out the fire. And that's really the ultimate metaphor for peace. When we don't just coexist with each other, we don't just respect each other's individuality, we actually allow ourselves to help the other person become their truest and best self without losing anything for ourselves. So my bracha to each and everyone who's watching this and all your friends and family is that every one of us should have a peace like the river, a peace like the birds, and ultimately a peace like the kettle. Shana Tova.